Hi folks, I'm Matt Reinhart. I'm AgBiome Southeast Territory Representative, and I'm accompanied here today with Jim Spadafora, our Tech Services expert. Jim, what's Howler fungicide?
Howler fungicide is made of a unique strain of Pseudomonas chlorophyus. It provides very, very high level of broad spectrum disease control, comparable to synthetic fungicides.
Tell me a little bit about the formulation of Howler.
Howler is formulated as a 50 dry flowable formulation. It handles easily, it mixes readily, and most importantly, it can be used in virtually every type of application equipment and every kind of use. So it can be used as a foliar product, it can be used as a soil applied product, and it can be used through chemigation. We would suggest that you use 2.5 pounds per acre in mixtures with other products, or 5 pounds per acre in a rotation.
Okay. Is that something I can mix with coppers, peroxides?
Absolutely. One of the most unique features of Howler fungicide is that its compatibility with virtually every agricultural chemical that we've mixed it with. And it's really very, very interesting, as you say, that it's compatible with things like copper, all of the antibiotics that are used, and just about everything.
Wow, that's impressive.
One of the great things about Howler fungicide is that you can use it both in organic but also in conventional operations. Therefore, the grower really doesn't need to have two different SKUs to do the same job.
How does the efficacy of Howler hold up to other conventional chemicals?
The performance of Howler is comparable to most synthetic chemistries. And one of the other things about Howler is it's really very, very active, and much more active than most other biological fungicides that are on the market. It doesn't require any type of special storage. You just can handle it like any other product.
Gotcha. What excites you most about Howler fungicide?
Yeah, what excites me most about Howler fungicide, Matt, is not only its outstanding level of performance, which is something that grower needs, but very importantly, it has unique multiple modes of action, which means, first of all, there's lower resistance risk to Howler, but secondly, it can be used in spray programs to prolong the life of other fungicides. This is a tool that growers really, really need. So Matt, what crops and diseases are growers using Howler on in your territory?
Down here in the southeast, Jim, growers are using it for a wide variety of crops. We've got our soft fruit markets, strawberries, blueberries, some of the early adopters, our fruiting vegetable crops like your tomatoes and peppers. We've got our North Carolina tobacco growers, we've got our Florida citrus growers, and then of course, watermelon, squash, and cucumber growers all across the South.
And I also understand in other territories, we're selling Howler now on tree crops, on things like apples for control of fire blight, and grapes in particular.
So Jim, obviously we've got strawberries out here in front of us. Can you tell me a little bit more about what we're looking at here?
Sure, this is a Howler research plot, and what we've done here is we're looking at controlling Botrytis, gray mold, on strawberries. It's a very, very important disease. This is actually what causes your strawberries to rot in your refrigerator after a few days. And for a grower, they have to continually apply fungicides to control this disease in the field because it can be so devastating.
If I was a grower looking to improve my Botrytis control program, what type of recommendations would you have for incorporating Howler into that program?
Yeah, well, first of all, Howler is a great fungicide for control of Botrytis. It's very, very effective. And the other thing about Howler for Botrytis control on strawberries is it's very flexible. You can use Howler in many, many different ways. One way is to rotate with other chemistries, every other one being a synthetic fungicide and a Howler and so forth. That would be a rotation, and we'd recommend about 5 pounds per acre to do that. The other way to use Howler is to use it in tank mixes with synthetic chemistries and other products. You can typically go at a lower rate, like 2.5 pounds per acre, and that gives you more effective Botrytis control, it gives you resistance management, and you can extend the length of your spray intervals.
So what are some of the other benefits a grower can realize from using Howler on their strawberries?
Yeah, one of the other things that we've seen with Howler is it can really improve shelf life of strawberries. What I mean by that is you control the disease in the field by applying Howler, but those strawberries will not develop Botrytis as rapidly in storage. So you're getting this shelf life benefit in addition to disease control in the field.
Gotcha, wow.
Do you want to see some?
Let's go.
Let's take a look at some.
So Jim, we've got some strawberries harvested down here, and it's pretty clear which ones are healthy and which ones are not. Can you tell me a little bit more about this?
Yeah, absolutely. These strawberries were harvested this morning from the untreated plot, and you can see they're heavily infected. And in our Howler program, you see how healthy the strawberries look. So we're obviously controlling the disease in the field. The other thing that can happen is you can harvest your strawberries and they look fine, but they've got these quiescent infections inside of the strawberry. Okay, they're just waiting there, and they get into storage, and the botrytis will pop out, and then you might buy that, and this is what you're going to see in your refrigerator. So if you have a very, very good fungicide control program, you can reduce that. You can cut out those infections that are in those healthy looking fruit, and Howler's a great product to do that.
I see. Does that extend the shelf life of the strawberry ostensibly?
Yeah, we've seen typically it can run anywhere from like 3 to 4 days extension of shelf life.
Wow.
So great product for botrytis control. We're in a research plot here where we're looking at Howler controlling a very important disease called Neopestaloceopsis. Maybe you can tell us how growers are using Howler to control this important disease.
Yeah, Jim. In the past couple of years, this disease has become a bigger and bigger issue down here. A new strain of the disease has really significantly affected not only the foliage of these crops, but also the berries, causing significant losses in this market. And the growers having the most success using Howler to control this disease have been incorporating it as a foundational product to their programs. So either in an alternation with their synthetic chemistry or in a tank mix at the 2.5 pound rate. Not only helping alleviate their Neopestaloceopsis pressure, but because of the broad spectrum efficacy Howler has, also giving some secondary pathogen benefits of controlling those as well. So
it's also a very important resistance management tool in these programs, right?
Indeed. In this plot, we're looking at macrophamina control, correct?
That's right. This is a plot where we're looking at Howler versus an untreated check for control of macrophamina or charcoal rot. And what we've done here is we've applied Howler by drip several times during the season. The disease is just coming in, and this disease can be really, really devastating. Just take out the whole plant, just like that. And what we're seeing in this plot is not only are we seeing benefits of disease control, but we're seeing a healthier crop here, and most importantly, we're getting a very, very strong yield response, even at this early stage. So Howler as a product applied to the soil can be very, very effective as well.
If I were applying Howler through a drip application, what rates would you recommend?
You can use Howler many, many different ways. One way to use it for control of soil diseases using drip irrigation is you could go out with a 5 pound rate of Howler, or you can tank mix it with other products at maybe 2.5 pounds per acre, okay? And you'll get great control. And one of the great things about Howler as well is you can apply them using conventional equipment. So if you've got a drip system already set up, Howler will go right through it, and it looks great.
Jim, we've had a great time today here checking out all these crops. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
And you're welcome, Matt. It was great to have you out here to look at our products, how they're performing. Matt, if people need more information about AgBiome products or want to find out where to purchase material, who should they contact?
You can go to agbiome.com or contact your local retailer.